Don't do it to him. Fizzle. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there today? And yes, I have been in Thailand for 3 months now. And now that I've been here for 3 months, I think I could talk about, what I don't like about Thailand. I think a lot of people see on social media that Thailand is a great place, but I'm just gonna talk about 5 things that I do not like about Thailand. 5 things that I don't like about Thailand. Let's get straight into it. Go and hit like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get all my new videos. And I will be having more videos coming up soon, so stay tuned. But let's get right into it. Don't do it to him, Fizzle. Okay, so number 5 that we're gonna do, and this is my personal thing. I don't want to say what's in general, but what my top 5 things I don't like about Thailand. And this is kind of like when you go to any country, honestly. And this is number 5, so it's like the lowest on my list. But it's trying to receive income here in Thailand. And when I say income, you could have a remote job. If you have a remote job coming here, then you in the clean, you're good. But if you're trying to make income in Thailand, the only way you can really do that is by being a teacher. It's like very other small little things you could do, but for the most part, you only can be a teacher. You only can teach English, and that's not really a good thing according to me. I don't really want to be a teacher, but if I have to be a teacher, that's the only thing I could do. That's the only thing I can do. So the only income you have coming to Thailand, or probably even to most abroad countries, is probably just being a teacher. And I kind of don't like that. But if you like being a teacher and you want to come abroad, you don't mind teaching children, then this will be a great place for you. Okay, so number 4, and this one is kind of skeptical depending on what you like, but I will say that it gets really hot here in Thailand, and not just hot, like it's 96 degrees. That's why I'm inside right now. But usually I would like to do a video like this outside in my the area where I can sit at, but it's too hot to be outside, to be totally honest. And yeah, it's hot, and the pollution and the humidity, all that it's a lot here in Thailand, and they don't have the greatest pollution here. So I will say the air pollution, the heat, if you're not trying to deal with all that, you don't want to come here. You don't want to come here in Thailand. And I will say that is a problem if you don't like heat. I don't mind the heat because I don't sweat that much, but I do get it. I get why people be like, "Oh my God, it's so hot. Oh my God!" But I just drink a lot of water, and I just make sure I stay hydrated. And even then, you still be hot. Some people just be walking outside with just drawers on, so I get it. Number 3, and this is all, it's just traffic. Traffic in Thailand, Bangkok specifically, it's kind of hectic. And I would say it's hectic, but I will give a great but. They have the motorbike transportation that's really, really good. It's a vice. But even if traffic is really, really heavy, even around like rush hour times when people are getting off work or people going into work, it can be a long time. So I will say that the traffic is kind of bad. you know but I will say it doesn't really bother me because I'm kind of a patient person when it comes to like traffic and stuff, because it's gonna be traffic and I'm not really worried about it. And I lived in Los Angeles and that traffic was horrible, so coming to Bangkok, it was just a normal for me. And here I'm just on a motorbike, so most of the time, because I'm traveling by myself. The only way I'm in a taxi if I'm traveling with a group of people. So motorbike transportation, you just going in and out of traffic and everything, and it is like traffic, but when you're on a motorbike, it doesn't really feel like it because you kind of just looking at all these different places and stuff. Because I haven't really been here before, so I'm looking at all these places, and I get to my destination. I already got there because I'm you know, I ain't even seen all these places and I wasn't even looking at the time. So usually I just got my earbuds in, I'm just watching all these places. But yeah, the traffic is bad here. But I will say that the motorbike transportation and all the different transportation is pretty good. It's just, it's so many people here that the traffic makes it so bad. So okay, number 2. So this one, man, this is gonna be a very kind of controversial topic, but number 2 is the freelancers. Now, I know people looking at this and like, freelancers, you mean like photographers? No, that's not what I'm talking about. See, freelancers here in Thailand mean that you are a sex worker, basically. And so it's the only reason I don't really like it, and it ain't because I don't care for the people getting their hustles or whatever. I don't care what you do. It's the whole point of like, when you go out or just, you know, having a good time, it seems like you will meet them so often and you will just have a casual conversation with this person, but then they would not really even tell you that they are, or if they do tell you, it's like after you bought them a drink or you talked to them for an hour, or you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like, why do all that, you know? And you could have just told me that this was you, or you know what I'm saying. So I've been having little problems with, you know, freelancers, you know, here and there, but it's been minor problems. But I kind of just be trying to wish they just tell me what it is. And then I feel like when you do meet somebody that's genuine, you have this preconceived notion that you met so many of them that you should ask them. But then if you ask them, they feel like it's a disrespect. Like, do I look like that? Do I look like I would do something like that? And that be the problem. So yeah, the freelancers can be a problem only to me, because when I'm talking to somebody, I want to just, you know, talk to them, have a genuine connection, make sure that I'm talking to somebody that I personally want to talk to, not somebody that just want me for my money. And it's just, I can't weed them out because they all kind of, you know, they all women and they all men that want to, you know, do that type of work. And so long story short, it's just kind of hard to actually, you know, talk to somebody genuine and knowing if they have genuine purposes with you sometimes. And that's only if you don't like if you go to the club and stuff, that's when you most likely meet them. But sometimes I met them at like, you know, bars or little events and stuff like that. But that was very, very small. But at the end of the day, it's just, you kind of want to meet somebody and just, you know, have a genuine connection with them. So it'd be like that sometimes. Okay, before I end the video, I do want to say some honorable mentions. And these are like small things that kind of, you know, grind my gears, as they say. But I would say some creepy ass people here, mainly creepy men. I'm a dude, and I be looking at dudes and being like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, and it just be like, they be just having some weird vibes. So I get why women be like, oh, these guys is creepy, these guys be doing some weird stuff. Yeah, some of these dudes be doing some weird stuff. So, and I'm not even just dudes, some women be doing some weird stuff too. But basically, it be creepy people around here. I will say too that it's a hypersexual place, I would say, in a sense. They have like these red light districts and places where these girls kind of trying to get you to come home with them and, you know, pay for their services and stuff like that. And I've seen it around like the States and stuff, but you just kind of know, it's like they got places where you can literally look for that, and it's just kind of like and, you know, and it's just kind of like more, even when you go to the club, you meet people like that be just trying to like sell you something. And that gets me to the next point. People always trying to have you buy something, you know, and just because I'm a foreigner, they know maybe I have just money, I guess, but they always trying to pull me in to buy something, even if it's something I don't want at all. Like, I don't eat meat, but they still want me to buy weed. I don't smoke it, but they still try to pull me in and buy, you know. It's just a lot of stuff. Even when they taxis, tuk-tuks, they try to drill you in. They try to get you to buy it, which I get it because they need to make that money. They need to, make a living. But it's just kind of like they kind of pull you in. They kind of want you to pull in, especially like the red light district when you walk down that street, they kind of pull you in to just, hey, come buy a drink. Hey, come do this. So that's another thing. And the last and final one, and this is probably everybody's problem that moves abroad to Thailand, wherever, and it's the visa thing. The visa thing is only difficult because you gotta have all these requirements, and you gotta make sure that the immigration doesn't kick you out for whatever reason, And so you get a visa on arrival wherever you go to abroad, but when you want to live abroad, you're trying to get, a visa, like a temporary longer stay visa. And sometimes that is more harder than it's said than done, because sometimes you need a certain amount of money. Sometimes they need to know why you're here. They need to know, are you contributing to their society? It's a lot of things that go into, getting those visas. And wherever you live at, you're going to have to try to get these visas. You're going to have to go through this process and get it. So it's just a little bit more difficult. You have to look up, the requirements of the visa. You got to look at the requirements of the place you want to be, visa requirements, because they have different visas. They also have different requirements, and you have to actually do that research on your own to know what you had to get just to stay there long term. But at the end of the day, if you really, really want it, you're gonna get it. So I hope that you guys liked the video. I really thought about this, and it was really, really hard for me to find like things I don't like about Thailand. And when I was really thinking about it, I was thinking maybe I could think of 5 things that I don't like about Thailand. But overall, I love Thailand. Like, it's fantastic. Probably one of the best experiences I had, ever. It's literally been an amazing time. And yes, it might be little things that I don't like about Thailand, but at the end of the day, it's way better than, where I've been in the States. And it's only my personal opinion. People probably love it in the States and I did like it in the States, but it's still like, I still think Thailand is better just in like overall happiness and overall lifestyle and living. But that's up to your own interpretation. I will encourage people to still go out, live abroad, visit abroad. I would say do more of a longer stay visit, just so you can really connect with the local people, really connect with the cultures, instead of just just going there and being a tourist. That's great and all, but let's really try to engage and really try to immerse yourself with the cultures and actually talk with the local people and be around the local people and see how they really live, because that really, really is eye-opening. It helps you with your mental, and it helps you grasp a bigger perspective on life in general. So I hope you guys liked the video. I hope that you guys are really appreciating all the love, appreciate everything that I'm putting out. It's very hard to really do these videos and edit these videos. So can you please, if you're new to the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you haven't already. Comment, just give a small comment saying if you like the video, what would you do better, whatever. You give me a small comment so I know you was here. But I hope you guys like it. Live, laugh, learn, listen, and always love everybody. I hope you guys do it. Don't do it to them. Thizzle. And I see you guys soon, baby. Peace.